It's good to be in a house that is full today as we celebrate the installation of our brother Geoffrey.
I charge you to lead us to be that transformed church that faces outward more than inward, that cares passionately and powerfully for those who have little voice.
On behalf of the whole United Church of Christ, I do declare that the Reverend Geoffrey Black is duly installed as General Minister and President. Congratulations.
Never before in our nation's history have the core values and beliefs of the United Church of Christ been more in sync with the cultural trajectory of our nation. Inclusiveness, authenticity, openness, and new expressions of embracing science and spirituality and running toward, not away from, new thinking in new technology.
Anybody who knows Geoffrey and has more than about a 15-minute conversation with Geoffrey is going to end up talking about jazz, because that's part of who he is.
I'm passionate about jazz.
We both love jazz.
Geoffrey is a Renaissance man. It's one of the things I admire about him most.
Geoffrey is a person of great faith who loves the church, who loves people in the church, and is committed to the faithful prophetic witness of the United Church of Christ in society and beyond that in the world at large.
He has this deep-rooted spiritual optimism that in the end, things are going to be okay.
When people feel your heart, when they feel your sense of caring and your compassion, and you're willing to listen and not bring judgment right away, say, look, we are one in this church, and we can, in fact, encounter each other in this church as sisters and brothers, disagree but still walk together. That means a great deal, and Geoffrey did that.
Because of Geoffrey's experience in the church, he has lifelong experience in the pastorate, in the conference, and other settings. So he brings a bank of knowledge of not only relationships, but a bank of knowledge of how the church works.
Geoffrey has brought us a kind of warm presence, a deep care for the whole life of the church, an honoring of the role of laity as well as clergy, an emphasis on leadership and finding new leadership for a new day. And all of that has been just right for these times.
He had the courage and the tenacity to take on a ship that needed someone to lead it to safe shores and to help it to stay afloat.
Geoffrey's biggest achievement over the last 6 years is to help us lean into, learn into this new way of being church together.
He brought himself, his spirituality, and his God to the people that he represented and to the people that he was leading.
That's him all the way. A deeply spiritual individual who can touch people where they are and touch their hearts. What a great man of God.
I hope we have a journey that is memorable because we've all been engaged in moving the church forward.
The message from New York is you are always welcome home, Geoffrey. We would love to welcome you back here. So come on home.
Thank you for being a strong, solid leader. Thank you for standing for justice for all.
Thank you, Geoffrey, for your leadership within our church, for your friendship, for your collegiality, for the laughter, for the ways in which you took difficult situations and you made change happen in this church.
Geoffrey, blessings on your continued ministry.
He has given so much to the church. It's just a delight to know that he will be cherished where he's going and continue to be cherished by the whole church.
Geoffrey, thank you for your faithful service to the church during these years in which you have served as our General Minister and President. And I want to thank you personally for all of the encouragement and support that you have given me.
Geoffrey, to you, to Pat and Michaela, thank you for your leadership and for all that you have offered this body of Christ.
We give God the thanks and the glory, and I hope that the next 6 years will be wonderful for you and Pat.
So I wish you well many blessings on your journey, and I know we will be crossing paths so many more times.
So God bless you, and Pat, thank you for all that you've done.
Friends and colleagues, thank you for your support over the years. I'd like to indulge in some of my passions, the pursuits that I have, even model railroading, and get a couple dogs to hang out with.